What's good, you guys? It's Boomer and Jared watching Bali Star. Today, we're getting into Sunny V2 Dance Monkey, the song that destroyed its creator's life. I have no idea what this is talking about, but let's get straight on into it. Let's go.
People were so offended by how I looked. Sometimes I just want to tell myself I copied as much as anyone else, and I'm not the new Nickelback.
It's the world's most streamed song by a female artist, but Dance Monkey's 3 billion plays ruined Tones and I's life.
I don't think I've been happy one day since all this stuff has happened.
Not to mention the song itself is way more depressing than most people realise. You see, Tones and I first wrote Dance Monkey whilst performing her songs in the street, where on one particular night she dealt with a super difficult crowd.
The whole crowd was very drunk and rowdy.
Over a 30-minute period, Tones had all her money stolen, was told by an onlooker she had no talent, and had her keyboards knocked over as the rest of the crowd demanded she keep on playing.
I had like a real bad night where like people just
This reminded me of that movie that Will Ferrell did. It was like, it was not ice. It was based in Norway, and it was like Eurovision in it. Something called Eurovision. I forgot the name of. Oh my goodness, it's on the tip of my tongue. But like, it reminds me of that movie when Will Ferrell's crowd in Norway. You know what I'm saying? When they were performing in front of a crowd in a bar, and they kept screaming that one song. He's like, "Do that one song." He's like, "No, I want to do other songs. No, do that one song." That's what, this particular moment reminds me of.
And again, like they weren't even chanting one more song. I'd done like 6 encores.
Should therefore make the
Even
chorus
at the end of the movie, they still wanted that
dance
same
for me,
song.
referring to hecklers egging her on.
I just took everything that people had said to me and put it in a song, like just sing one more time.
And by the time she finally wrote it, her confidence had been destroyed.
And I wrote it in the wardrobe because I still got nervous about people listening and hearing me stuff up when I'm writing music and go over and over again on the same thing. So I like really nestle myself in a small space.
However, by playing the song on the street, she attracted an audience of hundreds, all of whom couldn't stop listening despite the song being unreleased.
You couldn't hear the song anywhere. It was nowhere. You could only hear it live, and that's the only place you could hear it. And word started getting around about this song with no way to stream it. People would come down when I was busking just to hear it.
In one video titled Tones and I NYE in Byron Bay, the uploader stated, "Don't know the name of the song, but I got a big fan of her for the first go," with the video itself showing hundreds of people listening to Tones, one of whom you can hear yelling, "Coolest night of my life." A different TikTok showed a similar scene, having filmed Dance Monkey on the street before its release, captioned with the title, "I just recorded it because I thought the song was good." Dance Monkey made her street performances so popular, Tones' manager stated by the end of the first song at least 20 would stop by. By the end of the third there was at least 50, and by the end of the set 150 would be gathered. We were getting shut down by the police in a few weeks. The crowds were spilling onto the street and becoming dangerous, with her local fame causing other unrelated issues.
Other buskers started getting angry at me. Some started a Facebook group and were like, "We're going to run Tones out of town," like for no reason. They just hated how big the crowds were getting.
As a result, Tones took her act to a hostel where it became even bigger.
Everyone just started coming to the hostel, and all of a sudden this hostel was at full capacity, 500 people. They couldn't let anyone in every single week.
I want to hear this song real quick. Hold on. Yeah, nah. I remember hearing that on the radio. I remember hearing that on the radio, that song. I never really paid it that much attention. It was just, I bought my head to it, but it was just like, I'll just let it come and go, you know? It's like, I never asked what it was or any of that, but it was catchy. Wow, that song? Oh, okay. Hey, the music video, yo, she really talented, man. Like, I never thought I could see like like as a woman, I've never seen that being portrayed so well, so dang well, bro. It's like, wow, she's really talented. And yeah, wow, that song, huh? Okay.
People wanted to come, waited through the whole 2.5-hour talent show for this one song at the end, which was like the craziest thing. Everyone knew all the words.
Describing that period as her happiest days ever.
I always say that that was easily the best time in my life.
She'd achieved everything she ever wanted and still had no plans to release music publicly.
Always obviously just wanted to be a busker. I never anticipated even releasing music.
But having gained 14,000 followers from busking, Tones spent $800 to record and release Dance Monkey. As one of her first official songs, she had no expectations.
I didn't even think I'd get played on radio in Australia.
Although the outcome turned out to be the opposite. The success Tones found locally was repeated on the radio.
Pretty much when I released it, we saw the same thing happen, but in a way bigger scale, that what had already been happening for 8 months on the street.
Topping charts in Australia just 30 days after Dance Monkey's release. 2 weeks after hitting #1, Tones released the music video, which gained 1.6 million views in just over a month, leading to her first festival invite, which slightly exceeded expectations. Tones was scheduled as the first act on a terrible stage.
I opened the whole festival, and usually there's about 200 people at this stage.
Although, as can be seen by the official festival video, she managed to attract a slightly larger audience.
There was like 40,000 people. The video of me online at
That's
Slender the Grass with
amazing.
the red on,
From where
is that
she
the
was
set after
before
me had like
to
500
being
people
The
up
music
there,
video hit 10
that's
million
so
views
inspiring.
only 1 month later, celebrated with an Instagram post reading, "Old Town Road has been #1 on iTunes for 14 weeks. Until now, motherfuckers." 1 month after this, when the video was at 100 million views, Tones made another post reading, "I have the #1 most streamed song on Spotify worldwide at the moment, and an Aussie artist has never done that before."
And then it stayed on the top of Spotify for like a record-breaking amount of time. It bet all the Shazam records.
Before becoming the highest streamed song ever by a female artist on Spotify. Tones and I had achieved what her biggest idols couldn't.
Beyonce hasn't done that. Ariana Grande hasn't done that. Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift, they've never done what that song has done.
And while Tones maintained that she loved the song, this is where the problem started.
And I love the song so much, people think I hate it. It just defines me, and I need that to stop. That one song that I wrote when I was on the street should not define the rest of my life.
As mentioned, the song became so popular it was all that she was known for. If she played the song first at festivals, people would simply leave.
Sometimes when I go overseas, I have to end on that song, because if I do Dance Monkey second last, everyone's going to the other stage, and I'm sitting here playing Fly Away to my friends.
But if she played the song at the end, people wouldn't stop demanding it.
There was one festival I went and played, and in between every song, they were like, "Dance Monkey, dance," which is like kind of like crippling as an artist.
Rolling Stone added to this by writing, "During her first festival appearance at New Zealand's Bay Dreams, a section of the crowd chanted 'Dance Monkey, Dance Monkey' over and over, unwittingly feeding into the exact narrative the song was about." During the same article, Tones and I stated, "This Dance Monkey thing is like a blessing and a curse. It's opened me up to so many more fans, and to have so many people discover my music, but I don't want to be known for that until I die. It was one song I wrote," she says wearily. "It's not even near my favourite song."
It's not even in my top 3, or maybe not even top 5.
And her view was likely tainted by the song's other problems. Tones explained her clothing style had come from a lack of confidence.
Chubby, hat-wearing, oversized tee. I felt comfortable in those baggy clothes. I wasn't body confident.
Which turned into a point of criticism as she became a public figure.
People were so offended by how I looked. Like, just so offended. And I judged myself as harsh as I could so that I was really prepared. And then it wasn't a tactic anymore. I just started hating myself.
Comments about her appearance at the time were too vile to publish even in Rolling Stone, and when given a chance to respond, Tones stated, "I promise you everything that you say, I feel about myself now. I promise you that I feel like shit all the time. So leave me alone now."
So it says Tones is an industry plant at the very top. Oh, false. Okay. False.
Because there's nothing more you can do. This mind frame stained everything that she did.
I could not connect or enjoy the moment because there was this big, "You're ugly, you're gross. Doesn't matter what you do, this is offensive."
Reducing her desire to be on social media.
I really don't want to be out there in the world like that.
Instead posting text images such as, "Last time I checked, you didn't need to be pretty to write a good song, and it will be a cold day in hell when I join the club of women that have only gotten somewhere because of what they look look like? Thanks. Tones repelled the haters with a genius coping strategy.
Then I just like turn my phone off and hang out with my friends, and it's all fine.
But for the hate toward the song itself, there was easily 10 times more.
The worst thing about it is the vocals, the goddamn vocals. They're terrible. They are awful.
The criticism began with her voice.
I never ever once thought my voice was different or anything like that. Now the world is telling me that it's different.
While others accused her of using effects to achieve a specific sound.
Everyone seems to think your voice is super weird. A lot of people at the start thought that it was an edit.
Articles such as this one had to clarify her voice was natural, although even then the song was building an army of haters. Dance Monkey by Tones and I is a terrible song. The song
I'm
Dance
guessing this
Monkey
is when the song
fucking
started getting
atrocious.
overplayed.
Dance Monkey is the worst song in history, and I will never forgive humanity for making it popular. Even Jenna Ortega slammed the song by adding, "If anyone ever played that in my house, they're instantly being kicked out," while Tone's live performance on Australian radio achieved a pretty depressing record.
I am the only Leica version in the history of Triple J Leica versions that have had to have the comments turned off.
Was it hated simply because it was overplayed?
People say, "Oh, I used to like the song, and then it got so overplayed. It's always on radio. I can't escape it."
Whatever the reason, it was making Tone's life hell.
I didn't like myself at all. I preempted hate. I would just see myself through the most hateful haters' eyes.
In the process, Tones had to deal with a stalker.
I got probably a message like every 3 minutes, sent presents to people that know me, messaged my random friends.
And that's one thing about having your song just be so widely loved and attracted to, is that like when it's attracted to, it's really attracted to, like attracted so much that like, you know, it's like, you know, when you hear your favorite song, you know, you play your favorite song on your iPod over and 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 over, like, no, that's all you listen to throughout the whole day for a whole week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you play nothing but that song. In about 2 months, you're gonna get tired of that song. You're not extended that long because it's like, you know, there's like, there could be that song to where it's like, you think you love forever. I'm gonna love this song forever. And then, you know, it could last from about a week to up to 2 months if you really, really, really love that song, like, and love that song. And it's like after like 2 months, you just like, you play it and suddenly it's just like, okay, I think I'm tired of listening to it now. You know? But it's like, thing is, if it's really attracted to, and a lot of people are attracted to it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you make deals as to get the song on the radio to get more listeners, you know, to that song, you know, that get really attracted to that song. People that are still new listening to that song and now they love it so much, they're going to keep requesting it. And you, who have already been loving that song for about, like, you know, 5 months ago or up to like a year ago, before this new person started listening to it and loved it and requested it on the radio, you who you know, who loved it a year ago got tired of it 2 months after, you know, 2 months after first listening to it or first loving it. It's like now it's being constantly played on the radio over and over and over by these new listeners that love the song, and it's like now you're tired of it, and now you become one of the people that like bash it and stuff because it's like, yo, I'm so tired of this song now, yo, like stop. But it's like you can't tell them stop because it's like there are people that were still in that state of euphoria that you were once were when you first heard it and kept it on repeat. Just because you listened for it for like 2 months, got tired, didn't mean that like that next person did the same thing. No, that person could have heard it a year later and started doing the same thing you started doing a year later. And now it's like, you know, now you're hearing all these people requesting it, you know what I'm saying, in that same state that you were once were, and you're just, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, like, and now, you know, if you're a really crazy person, you start doing all these wild stuff like bashing her and, you know, what they're saying right here with the whole stalking and, you know, making Reddit threads and, bro, yeah, so that is, but I'm sure that happens to like every artist, almost just about every artist. You know, you really have to be special, like MJ, to have people, you know, come at you in these different ways and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or not to have, or not to have these people come at you in these specific ways. You know what I'm saying? And it's even crazier when you know, you're just known for that one song too. People ask if you have any others, even though they low-key know you do, but they just don't like them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, what can you do? What can you do?
They've never met. This person lived overseas and left and went home and then said they're coming back for me and actually came back.
Although
It makes you think, it's like, should you have these people around you that like suggest songs for you that others have possibly written, that hey, this would be a good fit for you, or write songs, you know what I'm saying, write songs that you don't really want to do but the crowd will like? It's like, do you take that route or so that way you just at least be known for more than one song that people would like? It's like it's mind-boggling, bro.
Surprisingly, Nicki Minaj might have been a bigger problem. You see, Dance Monkey had been topping the charts for almost half a year, at which point Nicki Minaj released a new song, telling her followers to do whatever you can to get it to number one. Well, rather than, you know, listening to Nicki's song, her fans instead tore down Tones and I in a pretty lousy way.
They put, like, racist signs or swastikas everywhere over my stuff and then reposted it on Twitter,
pushing Tones toward her breaking point. She described her haters to be beating me over and over again until I'm sitting here crying in my own home. No one even understands how bad it really is. Winning 4 arias failed to fix anything.
No one could have ever prepared me for the whole world judging me and comparing you to other artists.
Which was followed by a Facebook post reading, "People always say, Tones, how does that feel? It must feel great. What are you feeling? You must be over the moon." It does, and I don't want to take anything away, but I have been hiding a black hole for a while now. With success comes judgment and opinions. This I was prepared for, it's normal, which is sickening, but the relentless bullying that follows every proud moment tears my mind in two. Tones was also frustrated by the media.
And I felt like dirty when people made shit up about me, and I felt gross, like they could say anything and they did.
To the extent that she was happy to see the song's popularity fading.
Here comes the weekend with Blinding Lights. I'm like, good on ya, mate. Marietta's like,
good on
oh,
you,
it
keep
might go back
going.
to number one next week. I'm like, oh
Push
no,
me
I
down.
want to move on with my life.
It's therefore no surprise she'd state, I don't want to just try to chase that song. I loathe that song a lot of the time. A lot of times I don't want to sing it, instead turning lemons into lemonade with an album called Madhouse, documenting the highs and lows of unexpected fame. The whole ordeal also inspired a weight loss journey.
Here's an exclusive, I've actually just lost 30 kilos.
Leading to positive articles for the first time in a long time. Tones therefore also added this.
After experiencing maybe the biggest...
As long as I hope she did it for herself and not for those tabloids and stuff, man. As long as she did it for herself.
high and the biggest low. The highs do outweigh the lows, and now I'm in a place where I see a lot more love.
And now owns the fact that she simply made an awesome song.
I'm so thankful for that song, and I'm so proud of that song, and I'll never not be.
Yeah, man, there's so many blessings and the opposite of blessings when you make just that one. When you make that one. And sometimes, like, it comes from, like, mostly not even wanting to make that, well, not wanting, but it's like, you know, you make that one based off, like, you know, one of the lowest points of your life or experiences, and you just put it out there, and you just want to, just get it off your chest, not knowing that getting it off your chest would attract, like, flies to a damn buzz light or whatever those lights they hang outside are called that mosquitoes are attracted to. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know that it would attract all that. So now you have to sing that lowest point of your life over and over and over and over and over, and it's like, you know, it just keeps going, and you know, it keeps going, and it's like you have to relive it over and over, and it's like not only that, but it's like, you know, now you have to put up with tabloids, with people that are like over it, and man, especially if you're just known for that one song. It's like it could be a one-hit wonder, but she didn't exactly go in that type of route. No, she is still known. So I'm pretty sure for other songs that people like, possibly not as much as that song, but she's still keeping her face known or so. She hasn't like completely, but she's still like, it's like she did, but she plateaued, to where it's like she's still seen. And yeah, all the other stuff I said within the video, man. Y'all let me know your thoughts about down in the comment section down below. Y'all know it's Boomer. You're watching Bali Star. Man, honestly, it's like, that's why it's like, I used to strive to be amongst one of the most known musicians, striving for that one song that'll propel me. But it's like now, more and more, not only in this video, but in other videos I've seen and or reacted to, it's like you see the blessings and the not so good blessings of, possibly even just having that one song and not being able to recreate it again. Is like, dude, that is just stressful, bro. And not only that, but it's like, even if you do have more songs like that in your catalog, and it's like, just putting up with all that stress, and and becoming known, like, I won't say celebrity wise, but like, amongst known musicians and stuff, is like that lifestyle is cool, but I don't know, man. It seems a little bit crazy for me, and it's like, I think now, like, I would prefer, to just be, I guess, like a YouTube musician or so, like a known YouTube musician, to where it's like, I would like to have the songs I do now, just be known, but not propelled to like celebrity, to where it's like everybody knows it, and I'm performing around the world. I mean, I guess that would be cool, but it's like, it's at the point in my life, as of this moment, it's like, when I do music and stuff, it's like, I'll just be happy just to have like 100K plays, what I'm saying? I'll just be happy just to have it just like plateau there, or like, like, I don't know, 500,000. I don't know, but yeah, it's like, I just wanna be normal, but love what I do, and I'm gonna catch y'all next one.
Yeah.